Good morning to all of you. I welcome to all in our lecture series on solid state physics. Today we are going to discuss about atom as a magnetic dipole or orbital magnetic moment MENT of an electron. How a single atom will be act as a magnet, that we are going to discuss, and if it is magnet, then in which direction its magnetic moment is going to be direct, that also we have been discussed. We have to start. Let us consider a revolving electron in an orbit about the nucleus of an atom in a minute current loop, that is in figure. This means this figure it is represents and produces magnetic field. So this figure represents a electron is revolving around the nucleus and producing a minute current loop. This is nothing but a current loop, and we know that a charged particle will be moved, means it will produce a current. So hence it is called as the current loop. Okay. It behaves like it means this loop. It means this current loop. Okay. This current loop behave like a magnetic dipole, and we can determine its magnetic moment. How it is? See, for that we have been considered that the electron having the mass m and charge e orbiting with the velocity v in a circular orbit with the radius r, which is shown in the figure, this one. This is the electron orbiting around the nucleus in this way, in your so-called anti-clockwise direction, and with the velocity, tangential velocity, we can say this is the v, and this is the radius vector from the nucleus to the electron, and charge of the electron is e. Okay. Now let t be the time period of the revolution, means to complete one rotation for this electron, let it takes t time. Okay, so here I written t, let t be the time period of the revolution. The orbital motion of the electron is equivalent to the current, and as a current, a electron charge particle is moving, so it will be called as the current. But for that we have to define its charge divided by total time for one revolution. So the current I will be equal to magnitude of charge, this is the magnitude of charge divided by the time period. Let this much magnitude of radius vector, or the so-called magnitude of radius is this one. Let this r magnitude be the radius of the orbit. Time of one revolution of the electron revolving with the velocity v will be, as we have been considered that v is the velocity and t is the time period, then how much time it will take to revolve to complete a rotation, how much, and here how much. We know that velocity is standard formula is velocity is displacement by time. Okay, and time is total displacement by v, or total path covered by the v. If we are going to consider only the magnitude part of the velocity or speed, then the path length by speed. So time period will be the path length. Path length means total path will be, this is the circumference. Circumference means this is the r, magnitude of r, and total length will be 2 pi r. So this path s will be considered as 2 pi r divided by the velocity or the speed. We are going to be consider the magnitude part of the speed v, we can get the time taken by the electron to revolve once around the nucleus. So hence I will be E modulus, charge modulus divided by T. T we found that 2 pi r by V, 2 pi r by V. So E modulus V by 2 pi r. So this is called as the area. So this is called as the current. Okay. Now area of the current loop. Area of the current loop will be how much? This is the radius. The area of this loop will be pi r square. Area of the current loop will be pi r square. From the electrodynamics, the magnitude of orbital magnetic dipole moment will be how much? It will be I into A. The orbital magnetic dipole moment is represented by mu L. This is mu subscript L vector magnitude. We are considering all the magnitude parts. See here, velocity is magnitude we considered, radius also only magnitude we have been considered. So the magnitude of orbital magnetic dipole moment is nothing but I into A. I we found how much? EV by 2 pi r. EV by 2 pi r into A is pi r square. So mu L, the magnitude of the mu L will be, you can see here, pi got cancelled, r got cancelled. We found that EVR by 2. So mu L magnitude, we found mu L magnitude equal to EVR by 2. And we know that the orbital angular momentum of any particle is nothing but radius vector cross product with the momentum, or it can be written as r cross m into v, right? Okay, or r m v sin theta. So now we are going to check what is the direction of r, v, and what will be the theta, and what will be the direction of L. See, this is the r vector. So if I am going to extend somewhat this side, so this is the direction of r, this is the direction of v. So angle between this r and v is 90 degree, right? So here sin theta is nothing but sin 90 degree, sin 90 will be 1. Okay, now RMV, the magnitude will be RMV. So what will the direction of L? L will give the direction by considering the cross product of R into P or R into V. So here this is the direction of R, this is the V. So R cross V means this side, upper side, off side. So this is the loop. So R, this is the R side, and V. If we are going to consider the screw rule, then it is giving the direction of this thumb will be giving the direction of L, that is R cross P. This is the direction of orbital angular momentum of the electron. So the magnitude of L we found RMV. So VR is nothing but L by M. Okay, so mu L magnitude we can write L E magnitude. Here instead of VR we can write L by M. So it will be L by 2M. Okay, so in the vector form we can write mu L. This is mu subscript of L. Okay, mu L vector is equal to minus E L vector by 2M. Here I consider the charge of the electron is minus. Okay, so minus E L vector by 2M, let it is equation number 3, and here electron as negative charge, so hence E equal to charge is equal to minus E. So from equation number 3 it can be found that one can be easily perceived or understand that orbital angular momentum L and orbital magnetic momentum mu L. both are opposite with each other, because this is equal to minus mu L, means direction of this one is opposite to the direction of L. So orbital magnetic moment, which is denoted with the symbol of mu L, orbital, you have to remember this one, this is required in your quantum mechanics. So you have to remember this one, orbital magnetic moment, orbital magnetic moment, that is represented by mu L vector, is opposite to orbital angular momentum, that is L. Okay, so in this way we have been considered that one electron, when it is revolving around the nucleus, it acts as a tiny magnet due to its orbital angular moment. Okay. Likewise, if we are going to consider the spin of the electron, also we can get the spin, orbital spin magnetic moment. Here we are not considering. In our preceding classes we are going to be considered, but this lecture or this video is only for the orbital magnetic moment of an electron. When the electron is going to be revolved, due to revolving around the nucleus, what will be the magnetic effect produced by this revolving electron? The magnetic effect can be calculated from mu L, that is minus E L, that is orbital angular momentum, divided by 2m. Okay. So pause the video, write down the note. Note will be always useful for your exam point of view. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.